Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Gators offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. They'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. Scanning the field, it's Floyd. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count.
Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Well, the offense is being aggressive here in their opening possession, trying to throw the ball in the first 2 plays. They went incomplete first down, and now they take a sack on second down. This is not going to script, and they understood it was going to be a challenge against this defense, and I love the fact that they're going to be
and the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Slips through the line. Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. So a dynamite play there, 99 yards. He took it back for the touchdown. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive when you're trying to get the football back to your offense?
To the air, it's Floyd. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
This defense has the ability to get pressure from the edge. And I don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
Chains keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Snags it over the middle. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and something.
They kick it away on 4th down. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Makes a move. Made a defender miss. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points. They go to the ground. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result...
What was that?
An early drive with the turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Back to throw, it's Floyd. Here's the pressure. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the 3rd on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
The Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the left. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. You see a Gator bringing the heat like that, you think about Derek Harvey, who was the MVP of the national championship game in 06.
And Alex Brown and Javon Curse, they had a long list of guys that could really make the quarterback's life difficult. You got to put pressure on the quarterback. You got to affect him. Really nice job on this play.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. Tripped up for the tackle. Mississippi State right back to the line. Trying to throw for it. Fires one high and deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stops, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Starts a drive trying to go up top. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he makes the catch inside the 20.
This guy's got not a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
That big play has them in business. 1st and 10 inside the 20. To the ground with the back. Got enough space. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
Speed kills this offense. They've got multiple guys that can burn you. You can see it doesn't take them long to light up the scoreboard.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a man, it's Floyd. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on 1st down.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the...
Gets loose in the middle. Just like that. A huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8. With the run on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And I like this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they force the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tied football game.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he puts through the extra point.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the 1st quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Here we go. They give it to him again. Across the 45. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop. But you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run the guys, and getting him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Looking to throw on first down. Got his man quickly. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. The Gators come to the line in the hurry-up. Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Shaw. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Gators are rolling down the field. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Fires to the wideout.
Let's go.
That's caught. It's Harris. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks into first down. And the Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's the give off the left side. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Bringing it back. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now, touchdown Bulldogs! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
I don't even understand.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The kickoff team on the field, and he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry
just
about
focus.
a on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
This time it's complete.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
He'll throw on third down. They'll run the screen. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. That'll be enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 48. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling.
Breaks into the open. The tag. Touchdown, Gator. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Looking for the tie with the extra point. Well, we've got offenses just flat getting it done. I wonder how the defenses are going to counter all of this firepower.
They are too, Reese. They're wondering how they're going to counter this offense. As you've seen the explosion, it's so hard, so much speed, and such effort like that. Offense is just, they got the upper hand.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. To the air, it's Floyd. He'll pull it down and run. At midfield, he's got room. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And now on second down for this offense. Looking to fire. Quick completion on the out route. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Looking to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Boy, was he well protected. Finally,
thank you. Fuck out of here.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down and one that did not pay off. Handoff to the single back. There he goes. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Quickly out to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
They're looking to throw on second and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Shaw. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's Shaw. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. They'll send the back in motion. To the air on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Harris. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got his man on the right. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Got it in the middle. It's Shaw. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. So now on comes the field goal unit. Absolutely center cut. And now they take the lead. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer.
And And I like this offense. They didn't get conservative. They stayed aggressive to go try to get points, and they get rewarded, and they take the lead and the momentum going into the half.
They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. The Gators will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break in half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Big fella couldn't elude the quarterback who makes a sure tackle.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field, the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Mississippi State going up-tempo.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Looking to pass. It's Floyd. Pocket breaking down.
Let's go.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I know where to go now, bitch. Give me that shit.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind.
But your ass won't hurry up now.
He was lurking, waiting for his opportunity, and like a gator in the swamp, he went into the roll and got that quarterback.
They did, and I tell you what, when you want to be dominant in this league, if Florida wants to get back to being a dominant team, it's got to be guys like this in the trenches dominating football games.
Get there.
Fire.
Get there. Let's go.
Good job to avoid the negative play and just get
Fuck I'm talking about.
So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away.
Way to start the half.
Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Sends it back in motion. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Harris. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw in the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Running to Green. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to the ground. How about this sophomore stopping?
That was first down.
First down line.
Clearly.
The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Finds his target down the middle. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial in plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
The Gators have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Off the play fake. They're working that left side. He stopped
Had to use it that bitch.
before he has enough for the first down. And the Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Finds his tight end. He goes out of bounds after picking up a few at the 35-yard line.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
The Gators really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Grab near the marker. It's Harris. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard. Time winding down in the quarters, they come to the line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Stokes. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period.
I guess Horseman's actually hurt.
If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Makes the catch. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
And after that completion, it's decision time now for the head coach. Do you kick a field goal, add to your lead, make it more difficult on the opposing offense, or do Do you trust your quarterback to make one more big completion here and ice the game?
A run for the quarterback. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be first and goal. So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first
Give me that
play.
shit.
Get you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
To the air, it's Floyd.
Hesitation.
Was too much. They get him at the 15.
Well, the problem for this offense now late in the game, really by a bunch of points, is that the defense knows they're going to throw the football. And right now, offensively, they cannot protect the edge. You saw the speed coming from the outside. He was able to get to the quarterback for another negative play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Pressure coming. Caught over the middle. It's Upshaw. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got an open man. Good ball, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these 1st downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry. But they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to throw again. Oh, they're after him. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
That's a good decision by the quarterback. I know that's not going to come up on the stat sheet, but you're in the pocket, nobody's open. Don't risk turning it over. Just throw it away.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass.
Oh, man, let's go.
Pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. The short hands, it's Shaw. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Timeout called there by the defense. Desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Trying play action. Lets it go to the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Both my damn tight ends out.
An injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to get the first through the air. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He's got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Gator! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And with that TD, this team looking to go 4-0. Just how you want to start a season, man. They've done an unbelievable job answering all the questions, starting off the year just how you want to. Now, keep it going. Keep that momentum. Don't relax. What a start to the season.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out in response.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Looking downfield, it's Floyd. Under fire. And the quarterback release slung down back at the 43. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today, we kick them in the face?
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Wiley. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside, defense.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Defense really hurt itself with that penalty. Now it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Wiley. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
A tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Wants to keep it in the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Wiley. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got to lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
The Gators are threatening on first and goal. Looking to throw. Line out trying to get it in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to blow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal. Wants to go up top. Lets it fly.
That was a touchdown.
Wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
And the defense finally steps up, man. They've had a tough day down here near the goal line defending the pass. Like, he's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. Nice job on this play. Nice response. Try to get themselves back in the football game.
Looking to the end zone on third and goal. Looking for the goal line. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
I think moving forward on third down, this offense is going to have to be a little bit more aggressive and try to throw it vertically. You start throwing the ball around the line of scrimmage against these guys, they've got way too much speed. You saw it right there.
Looking to throw. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the bowl.
They knock him down in the end zone. That'll be a safety and put an exclamation point on this one.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical.